Oh, what happened? What happened here? Dirty water. I think I made a very bad mistake.
This is a story of how Tetiana managed to build and then poison the entire city by making them drink poop water. Yuck. Hey, in my defense, I didn't do it on purpose. Cities VR is by far the most elaborate and complex city management simulation games I've ever played in VR. There's zoning, fragile economy, electricity, water and sewage management, population demographics, education levels, and even the ability to take loans and so many other elements that add to the complexity of the game and make it realistic and really challenging. Cities VR has dropped on Quest platforms today, but before you rush to the store to buy it, let's take a closer look. How do you play this crazy game? You start by selecting one of these numerous maps that are right here in the mayor's office. And traditionally, the city building begins with building the roads. Roads will literally define the future of your city, so feel free to build and destroy until you're happy with your layout. You can build straight roads, curved roads, and more curved roads, like a free drawing almost. Honestly, I feel like I was giving too much freedom here. My roads didn't make any sense, but it was fun to build them. Alright, and now it's time to build the real estate. All buildings need to be attached to the road, and the game automatically defines where anything can be built. Traditionally, for SimCity games, you build according to zones. 3 major zones are residential, commercial, and industrial. Later on, you will also unlock office buildings, the 4th zone, but it's unavailable at the start of the game. How do you know which zone to build? Easy. You've got these bars right here that show your city demands. Build more residential zones to lure more people into your city with free property. For a while, this was just a ghost town with 0 residents, but then...
It's only at 152 people. It's unbelievable. It's so hard to get them to move into my city.
It reminded me of The Sims, but larger scale. Every house is quite unique and surprisingly detailed. Just look at that.
And they're really elaborate too. Just look at that. It has a back door and everything, and air conditioners. Oh, how detailed these houses are.
Commercial buildings are pretty much all kinds of shops, restaurants, fast food chains, etc. People can enjoy them or they can even work there. And by the way, have you noticed that there are day and night cycles in this game? Yeah, it's that awesome. And these are not just generic houses, they are generated stores, cafes, and restaurants with banner ads and everything. Hey, remember last year we were all freaking out about in-game ads, the famous Blast On scandal? Well, Cities VR seem to be the perfect game for seamless ad placement. Just you wait, you'll see them here. And there are factories. Disclaimer, factories are ugly and stinky and loud, and that's why people hate living next to them. So make sure not to build any factories next to residential zones. Same goes to the most of the buildings that provide utility services. These windmills that generate electricity, for example, I think they look pretty cool, but people hate them. What I found really cool is that you can switch the view of your city to almost the street view. You can get really close to the road and basically walk your street, see the cars, see the people. It just makes the city feel more real. As you play, you also unlock various buildings such as fire departments, police departments, medical centers, schools, and others. And each type of municipal building affects your city demographics, economy, crime level even. There's just so many parameters to look after that it can get rather overwhelming, but you will love it if you want a full-scale SimCity game and not a simplified mobile version. There's also a water tower and a very interesting system of supplying houses with water. You're basically building underground pipes and make sure that they reach every house so that everyone can shower. It doesn't matter how you build them because they are not going to be visible in the regular building mode. And I also tried to build a sewage system, and this is where things went a little bit south. Basically, I connected this sewage system to the main body of water where people get their drinking water from. At first things were fine, but very soon the water got so polluted that all my citizens got a diarrhea. Just look at that. They're all sick. I poisoned my entire city and of course led it to bankruptcy even after I took a $20,000 loan. This game takes some figuring out. I gotta be honest, the first hour of me playing this game, it felt overwhelming. So many tools, options, settings, parameters. This is not just some casual, relaxing city builder. And if you don't want to go bankrupt within your first 30 minutes, you gotta work for it. And don't be afraid to start the game over. I guarantee you, you'll run your city to the ground on your first try. And that's okay. Just take some time to learn it if you're into this type of highly realistic, detailed, and challenging city management simulators. However, if you're up to something more relaxing, you should keep your eyes on this upcoming game called Little Cities, another city management simulator on Quest coming in May. I have already reviewed the early version of the game, so check it out if you're curious what this this game is like, and when it is released, I will make a comparison video of Little Cities and Cities VR. Subscribe to Disco VR so that you don't miss it. See you next time!